everyone, my name is Elizaveta. Welcome to WelcomeTech channel. Today we will be talking about how to understand, am I eligible for the global talent visa or not? This is the question that everyone asks me on our free consultations, which you can get if you sign up using contact information down below. This would be curious to know how am I, and other specialists from our team, they are evaluating your chances, how to understand yourself, am I eligible for the visa or not? And okay, this is of course the most important step when you are trying to understand whether you should start this long path of getting the visa or not. So we will be talking about that today. And the most important thing that we use when we are trying to understand whether we are eligible for the global talent visa or not is the Tech Nation guideline. It's like a Bible in this case for us when we are looking up everything that we need to know regarding our cases there. So Tech Nation guidelines, they have 4 criteria which you can cover, and you need to choose at least 2 of them and go for them and go try to cover them in your case. So you need to choose any 2 or 4, and this is where you build your case around. So the first one, and not the most popular one, but the first one in Tech Nation's order, is innovation. So innovation means that you have experience of working on innovative products for the last 5 years. And important note, right? Everything that we are talking about, every achievement that we are presenting for the global talent visa, they cannot be older than 5 years. They need to be 5 years or younger, but if it happened 5 and more years ago, this does not count, even if it's eligible for the visa, unfortunately. Right? So the first one is innovation, and of course that means that you have worked on innovative product in any kind of a role. So you were maybe product manager or CEO of a startup, for example, anything. So there are different cases of how we can prove that this product is innovative. The first one, and of course the easiest one, is patent, right? So if the product has a patent, if it's patented, this can be required. This can be an innovation if you have a patent, or if you and kind of a team members, they do have this. This can be considered as innovation. There are some ways to prove innovation without patent, right? Without this official documents that proves that. But this means that your product should be recognized by community. So, for example, there were some conferences that talked about innovation, and they have talked about your product too. Or there were some, for example, an article in kind of a niche, maybe magazine or site or something that talks about innovation, and they talked about this product, for example, right? Or this is a very rare case, but it's interesting. For example, we had a case this woman went, we talked with her about that on a consultation, and with some of our clients we did the same thing. So when you had, for example, startup visa, so you wanted to prove your innovation, and you, for example, had a startup visa to this product before that endorsed this product. So governmental bodies of the UK, they have already considered this startup, for example, as innovative, because they have given you startup visa. And one of the most important aspects of getting a startup visa is proving that your product that you have that you're going with is innovative. This is also the case, for example, right? Of course, patents have the best chances of getting the endorsement, but these the other work too. So this is the first one, is innovation. The second one is recognition. So recognition is everything that you have done that is IT related but happened outside of your main job. For example, public speaking experience, mentorship experience, some publications. These could be not scientific articles, right? But for example, anything that is any kind of article that you can write and publish for people to read. It doesn't have to be scientific, but and almost every source is eligible except for the Medium and LinkedIn. Then it could be blogs, some YouTube channels, everything. You, as a specialist, are talking about getting the experience like yours, for example. So you are trying to teach them something. You are, as a matter, for example, helping them to, start their front-end development career, for example. So you are helping other people to improve. So this is mentorship. Actually, sometimes even like GitHub open source contributions, they work, Stack Overflow, and so on. So a lot of things. And this is recognition. Actually, this is the criteria that is quite easy to gain if you do not have any of these. And if you have a half a year or a year to prepare your global talent visa application, you're welcome. You can do that. And you can get a great recognition in a year, actually. So, and the third criteria is more of a it sounds like contributions to the field, which is something kind of an unclear definition. Actually, that means that some contributions to the company that you worked for the last 5 years. For example, I started working in this particular company in 2019, and I left this company in 2022. When I came, we need to show kind of a before and after. So when I started working there was this kind of metrics. For example, I am a data scientist or a product manager, right? So as a product manager, I am responsible for maybe revenue or sales or something, but it depends really on the company. But so for example, I am responsible for total revenue of this product, right? And when I started working there, this product had this metrics. When I stopped working there, it had this metrics, right? You see? So you need to show some kind of a progress that you were responsible for to this company. And this is what really builds this criteria, right? So how can we prove that? Internal screenshots, graphics, presentations. If the company is public, for example, some kind of investors report may work, credits, and so on. So these things, they build up the contribution. And the fourth criteria is scientific contribution, which requires PhD. So some kind of scientific articles, scientific conferences, everything that is maybe even teaching experience when you teach students. This goes for PhD, but it of course you need to have a PhD in digital technology. What else? Sometimes you can go for masters if you have and this criteria, and you do not have a PhD, but you have like teaching experience, articles, and so on. You can go even if you can go for that criteria if you have a master's degree sometimes, but it's not always. You need to think about that. So mostly we are looking on that, right? And if I see, for example, that the client covers 2 criteria of these 4, I need to. It's usually contribution, optional criteria 3, and optional criteria 3, which are recognition. Usually like 85%. If they're covering that, that means that most likely they're eligible for the visa, and then we start talking about like some recommendation letters and so on. If they're not covering that, most probably they will be covering contributions, and in most cases they are covering contributions and they're not covering something else. So then I say that you can gain your recognition in half a year to a year. Actually, this is a good time. This is a good amount of time to do that. So then we start to talk about that. We can help you with gaining your recognition, finding new public speaking opportunities, writing articles, gaining mentorship experience. We know how to do that properly for the visa. So if you're interested in that, please go ahead and sign up for a free consultation. We will be ready happy to help you. And if you still have some questions about your eligibility and you want us to help you understand whether you're eligible or not eligible, please also sign up for free consultation. We will be happy to help. And if you have some questions, please leave them in the comments. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day. Goodbye.